What's up, guys? Me, RJT, the Yu-Gi-Oh! King. Today we talk about a few things. First off, got new glasses. They're a little bit bigger. I like them that way, though. I can see a lot more. Second off, I lied to you guys by accident. I did say like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I lied. It's been about a week. And third off, E-Hero deck. I am making one. I'm nearly finished. Just need one more trip to the card shop and get a few more cards. So I'll be showing you guys my cards in the deck, cards in the extra deck, and tell you why I picked those cards. So, yeah, let's begin. Alright, so starting off is three. Hold on, let me swap it around. Let me zoom in for you guys. There we go. 3 Elemental Hero Flashes. I pretty much just use them so that way I don't have to use my Prisma to get out my E-Hero the Shining. Yeah, E-Hero the Shining. Since I have like 3 of those, I can bring out Prisma's effect, send one of them to the grave, so that way I can bring out the Shining. So I basically just use that instead of well, I have Prisma in this deck, but I just like to use them for fusion instead of using Prisma, because Prisma is kind of a better card. See, next is 2 E-Hero of the Oceans, or not the Ocean, just E-Hero Ocean. His effect during your standbys, you can put it's an evil hero, element hero, destiny hero, monster on your side of the field, grave, field or the grave, and put it back in your hand. So that is actually kind of useful when you have Elemental Hero Absolute Zero on the field. Then like what you can do is activate, since it's your semi, activate his effect, put Absolute Zero back in your extra deck, and then wipe your opponent's field clean, and then maybe activate like a Miracle Fusion or Future Fusion or something like that, so that way you can bring them back out. Alright. Next is 1 E-Hero Woodsman. I basically just use him for Elemental Hero Gaia. And some people will disagree with me that I shouldn't be using Gaia, but Gaia is really handy sometimes. Like, if your opponent has like a really strong monster, you can just bring out Gaia, halves your opponent's monster's attack, puts it on his, put that attack onto Gaia, and then just destroy your monster, or destroy his monster. Oh, and his effect doesn't really apply since I don't have polymerizations in this deck. I just have like Miracle Fusions, Future Fusion, and what's the other one called? It's Fusion Gate and Parallel World Fusion. Yeah. So next is 1 Stratos. Stratos' effect when he's normal summoned. You can activate either effect. Put an Elemental Hero monster from your deck to your hand. Or, see, you can destroy spell trap cards on the field up to the number of elemental. Whoops. That was weird. Computer glitch. Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah. Up to the number of hero monsters on your side of the field except for Stratos. Yeah, that was weird. Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea how that just happened. Prisma's effect, you can normal summon him. You have to, in his effect, reveal one of your extra deck cards like Gaia. Then you can send one of the fusion materials to the grave, and then his name. Like, let's say if Stratos is in the deck, activate his effect, put Stratos to the grave, and now his name is Stratos. But I think his attribute is still the same. Yep. Yeah, its attribute is still the same, so you could like bring out either gosh, what's his name? Either Tornado or the Shining by activating his effect. Next, Element Hero Bubble Man. This one really was just because a friend told me that I should use it. I'm not really sure how to use it yet. A friend of mine just said, "Oh, dude, you need Bubble Man in your E-Hero deck." I was like, "All right." Not really sure about him, but his effect when he's the only card in your hand, you can special summon onto the field. And when we have no cards on the on the field or in your hand, you can draw 2 cards. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Next one, E-Hero Voltic. Let's see. What's Voltic's spell again? When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target 1 banished elemental hero monster and social summon that target. So if you banish, let's say you banish Absolute Zero, you did some damage, you can put Absolute Zero back on the field and attack. So next one is King of the Swamp. He comes in handy a couple times, like if let's say like if you're all out of flashes and like you don't want to use Prisma, you can just use King of the Swamp. Next for the spells, 3 Fusion Gates. Fusion Gate effects. It's a field spell. You can just basically fusion summon, but they're always banished, and like you can fusion summon as many times as you want. Yeah, but it's basically a regular fusion summon. Like it has to be from the field or hand. It can't be in the graveyard. Next, 3 Miracle Fusions. It's like Polymerization, except the cards are banished, and it has to be either field or graveyard. Can't be hand. Next is Future Fusion. It's a continuous spell card. You activate this, and let's say you have to you want to bring out Absolute Zero. Now you have to send a water type and a hero monster from your deck to the grave. Now that actually comes in handy a lot of times. Like you activate Future Fusion, then you can activate Miracle Fusion to bring out another monster while you're waiting for like Absolute Zero or the Shining or something like that. Next is Parallel World Fusion. Now if you activate this, it's like Polymerization, except you put the banished, if you have banished cards, you can put them back in the grave to fusion summon. So like you can just do kind of a chain right there. If you activate, hold on, let me show you. If you activate, there it is. Right? Activate Miracle Fusion, then Parallel Fusion, then Miracle Fusion again. You just fused 3 times with the like same 2 cards, 2 monster cards. So that comes in really handy. Oops. Cards, there we go. Next is Hero's Bond. I like this one because like you can just bring out 2 more hero monsters when you have just 1 on the field. This comes in handy a couple times for me. Next is 2 MSTs or Mystical Space Typhoons. Destroy 1 spell or trap card on the field. Yeah, it's also a quick play, so that's nice. Fusion, not a fusion. Field spell, Skyscraper 2, Hero City. Comes in handy a couple times, like if you have a really strong monster on the field and you're kind of worried that he's gonna die. Activate this. The elemental hero during your main phase, when an E-Hero has been destroyed, you can bring him back on the field. Next, Dark Hole. Oops. That comes in handy. Like if you have Vapor, and Vapor's effect, Mask Hero Vapor, he cannot be destroyed by card effects. If your opponent has like basically just a wall of defense, Dark Hole, Vapor's still on the field, direct for 24. So that comes in handy. Oops. Now 2 mask changes. Like I just talked about, Mask Hero Vapor. I have Vapor and Acid. Now, again, this isn't the full deck yet. I still have to get a couple others, and I'll show you guys that. And sorry for the lighting; it's just completely different in this house. I'm still trying to figure out how to get better lighting. Yeah. So, Masked Hero Acid, Masked Hero Vapor. So Vapor can be destroyed by card effects, and when this guy Acid is on the field, when he's normal or special summoned by Mask Change, you can destroy all your opponent's spells and traps on the field, and all of your opponent's monsters lose 300 attack for each of those. So those come in really handy. Now the last card is Mirror Force. Now this deck has a lot of strength in it, but like if you have a very crappy hand, Mirror Force definitely saves you. Next, let's move on to the extra decks. So 3 Absolute Zeros. So Absolute Zero, you need one water type and one hero monster. His effect when he's removed from the field, destroy all your opponent's monsters on the field. Next is two uh, E-Hero Giant Tornadoes. When he's on the field, all your opponent's monsters or their attacks are halved. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, they lose half their attack. All your opponent's monsters, I mean. And two E-Hero Gaias. Gaia is like Tornado, except the attack that your opponent's monster, one of your opponent's monsters just lost, is onto him. Like Tornado, his effect works on all of your opponent's monsters, but Gaia, you can only select one of your opponent's monsters, and he also gains the attack that your opponent's monster just lost. Next, two E-Hero The Shining. This one looks kind of funky because I got it from a friend, and he gave it to me for free. It's kind of colored in. I thought it looked pretty cool though. So yeah, so two E-Hero The Shinings. Here's a regular one. Here's the cool colored in one. Yeah. So what Shining does is he gains 300 attack for each of your banished E-Heroes, and he also and when he's just is it destroyed or removed from? When it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target up to two of your banished E-Hero monsters and add those to your hand. So that kind of comes in handy both ways, which is nice. And yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, that's it for the extra deck and regular deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be making a lot more soon, don't worry. So this is RJT signing off. Go Seahawks.